WallStreetWindow.com. Michael Swanson, the brilliant author of The War State, understood these trends professionally for many years, and now he gives you the benefit of his knowledge. WallStreetWindow.com. Go there now. Go there now. Go there now.
The views expressed by callers, co-hosts, or anyone else who happens to get on the air at Ocelli.com do not necessarily reflect the views of Ocelli.com or Chuck Ocelli, and we are not responsible for any stupidity which might ensue. Thank you.
The War State by Michael Swanson explains the great national transformation that took place and put the Kennedy presidency in the context of the times and reveals never-before published information about the Cuban Missile Crisis. President Kennedy would not have been assassinated if he had been president 200 years ago. His assassination took place in the context of the Cold War and the rise of the national security state. Before World War II, the United States was a continental republic. In the decade that followed, it became an imperial superpower. Generals such as Curtis LeMay not only wanted to invade Cuba, but knew that there were short-range missiles on the island armed with nuclear warheads that they could not destroy because they were on mobile launchers. Their invasion could have led to a third world war, and they wanted to go to war anyway. The War State by Michael Swanson reveals why and will show you what President Kennedy was up against. For more information, thewarstate.com.
In Denial, Secret Wars with Airstrikes and Tanks by Larry Hancock. Secret wars became a staple of U.S. covert operations and are still happening today. Larry Hancock's book, In Denial, rips the cover off many of them. Using new files, it exposes things about the Bay of Pigs that no one has ever written about before. It shows why it really failed and why the United States did not learn from it. It also shows why other countries today are doing secret operations with more success. This is the book that puts what some want to deny into the light. In Denial, Secret Wars with Airstrikes and Tanks. Larry Hancock. For more information, go to larry-hancock.com. Pick up your copy of In Denial at amazon.com in digital or physical form.
The Ocelli.com radio network. Ocelli.com.
This is Emergency Broadcast. Code Red, hold on, Code Red, here we are. Pick up your iPads, your cell phones, and have me and listen to Uncle the Podcast. Watch out. if you're sitting down for this, or if you're standing up. Better get ready for this, because it's going to hit the eardrums. Uncle the Broadcast.
You are listening to Uncle the Broadcast. My name's Aaron. I'm the nephew-in-law. Here with me is the star of the show, Uncle.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. 334 is tonight's episode.
That's right, 334. We're at it again, live on Friday night, the Ocelli Radio Network. We are also live on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter X, at Uncle Podcast, all those places. Press the button, everybody, on those social media accounts.
I have an experience here.
Oh, what's that?
I'm looking at these tapes.
Yeah?
And don't think I know what this one is. But man, where you get these tapes, dude? These is for ladies chat.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. So Uncle,
I'm looking
at
this main one, and I'm saying to myself,
bring it down here so that people can see.
This isn't what I'm thinking.
This is okay. So Uncle's talking about some of our VHS selections.
That one.
We should be doing another VHS watch party tomorrow on Saturday. The past couple Saturdays we've been keeping up with our VHS watch parties, and I bought 2 new tapes for that today actually at the thrift store.
This is a new one, and I'm thinking, what is this about?
This one is entitled "No More Back Pain."
It wasn't what I thought.
Yeah. You thought, Uncle sees. Well, it shows a bear. He doesn't have a shirt.
Yeah.
Guy without a shirt.
Yeah.
Waist up.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like he's.
I don't have those on my show.
Yeah. No.
I mean, I'm looking at it and I said, wait a minute.
No, it's a medical sort of video, Uncle, about it. It's supposed to help you with back pain, which, when I'm honest, it could be helpful to me personally. So I might want to watch that one if you don't mind tomorrow, Uncle. But we have a lot of good people in the chat right now. We have Count Pupper and Bumwine Bob over at YouTube.
All right, Bumwine Bob, what is your number right now? Just a curiosity.
Well, if you want,
can
Uncle,
they call out and let me know?
If you want, Uncle, we could open the phone lines.
Open the phone line. I want to find out.
Okay, so we're going to open up the phone lines. If Bumwine Bob or anybody for that matter wants to call in, they can. The number is 319-527-5016. We can run the phone lines, right, Chuck? I don't want to jump the gun on that. That's okay?
Yeah, I got the phone lines up. Good.
Okay, so 319-527-5016 or Skype. Contact Chuck, send him a message at charles.ocelli on Skype. He'll bring you on or call the number. So here we are. Friday night. Uncle, the podcast. This is exciting, Uncle.
I heard that the guy couldn't make mine, huh? He's missing a good show tonight.
Yeah, maybe.
Your guest.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I know about it.
In the previous hour, Robert Sfarla, freelance writer, was on The Age of Transitions. That was a great show. Go listen to that if in the podcast form at The Age of Transitions. That was a good show. He had to get going, but we got a lot of action. Count Pumper is really excited, Uncle, about your tortito sandwich video getting 2,500 views on YouTube alone this week.
How many people on that now?
So Pupper's mentioning that on YouTube it got 2,500 views, but it should be noted that the YouTube post was a repost from the Instagram. It was originally an Instagram reel we made, and it got around 2,000 views on Instagram, I think. So it did well there too, better than we usually do on Instagram. So that was good too.
I think the Instagram is getting better.
It's not bad.
No more of these tapes for them.
Well, you mean like the back tape we were just looking at?
No. Something else from the past week.
Oh, yeah.
I'm back to that.
I'm trying to be very careful with the tapes. I almost got this ninja movie today at the thrift store, but I was like,
movie. Ooh, I would have liked to see those guys.
There was a ninja video. I nearly got it. It probably would have been okay with copyright, but instead I got a orange belt training video for learning. It's karate. I don't know what the martial art is, but an orange belt VHS tape. So we have that one to watch. It's going to be the closest thing to the ninja video is that. So we've got a pretty good selection going here. So we'll definitely have to get the VHS watch party going tomorrow, Uncle. It's going to be a good time. Make sure you look for that, everybody.
Yeah, don't you guys sucker for.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well,
now you can do it in the evening, in the afternoon.
we
when they
might
come
be able
back.
to do it later tomorrow, later
Later.
than usual, not morning, afternoon, but maybe more around this time tomorrow.
Yeah,
night.
around this time. If people are ready to listen, we'll have it around this time.
Yeah.
If it's okay with you all.
We're going to try our best. If we don't make it, it's because life got in the way, but we're going to do our best to do a stream because I enjoy the live streams. You like doing the live stream videos,
I like
Uncle?
the live streams, but I don't like to be tagged.
Well, no, nobody likes that.
That word tag frightens me.
Yeah.
With the
copyright
Chuck was talking about.
The copyright strikes and all that.
Copyright
Yeah.
strike.
Nobody wants that. We're going to do our best to avoid all those. It doesn't look like we're even in trouble with what we've done so far, Uncle. I haven't gotten anything that says, oh, you better look out. We're going to take down your channel. I don't know if just out of nowhere they will, but I haven't gotten anything like that.
Well,
So I think
luckily you didn't. Because of that, but that one, boy. But now that we know, though, we can't. We use it watching in a different way.
Yeah. And it's Count Pupper's saying the people are catching on. So that's good.
They're catching on their shows?
Well,
My Palm Bay show?
Well, yeah, doing
They
the
are?
live streams.
Live streams, they're catching on?
Yeah, and also those short little videos like you just making a tortilla sandwich. That seems like to be the best engagement stuff that we've done so far.
By the way, I'm asking you,
Okay.
and ask your wife,
Okay.
and Nana, when are you going to get the meatloaf? Because that is a good one, and I want to get that started soon.
Well, it's a good question.
So you got to go talk to them about the menus on the menu stand. On the menu, because they have it every week and decide what they want.
Yeah, well, you're right.
You can sell that to them. Because since you're in a hurry and I'm so in a hurry to figure this out.
No, I don't.
Mean,
it's a good point, and it builds off of this. The food videos people seem to really enjoy. And obviously, with the meatloaf video, I would like to make it a bigger production than just like with those reels. All I'm doing is like, okay, I see that you're making a sandwich. So you're like, Uncle, hold on a second. Let me get my phone out. I get the phone out. I open up the Instagram app. I open up the reels thing. It's like start a new reel. I'm like, okay. And then I film you with my little phone and like the different steps. I film, I stop, I film, I stop. And then I go back, I edit it together and put it into a reel, make sure that the captions are on there because they're good. And then post it. It goes on Instagram. Then I download that. I repost it on YouTube and it does quite well.
I know. I'm not complaining about that. I'm complaining. Yeah.
I want to make it more of a production.
To get my ingredients till I can do it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm complaining.
Yeah, I know. No,
I mean, you gotta get on them. Get
Yeah.
on these women, like you said.
Yeah. No, we're gonna do it. My wife and I have basically said, look, we're gonna do this. It's just a matter of we need to be like. Basically choose a weekend and we're like, okay, we're going to get the meat, we're going to get the ingredients, then we're going to go and we're going to film it. I'll probably get out the better camera. I won't just do it with my phone. I'll get out the actual camera I have.
And then you can.
It's a little older now, but still nice for video purposes. I'll film that. I'll edit it on Adobe Premiere, and then I'll put it out. It'll be similar to the video that we did of the Gerald Sanders when we went to Landers, we went camping,
the shrimp thing.
we went looking for it. It'll be more like that style production with a meatloaf.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
Although it should be noted, I filmed that with my phone. Really, it's crazy what you can get away with just filming with your phone these days. It's not bad, honestly. I mean, the sound
just
could
pop
be a
the
little
phone
better.
in and it's like, get your phone here. Get your phone. I keep telling you, get your phone because I might have something interesting. But you got to be on top of it. That's the only bottom line.
True.
I mean, you got to
Very
be on
true.
top of your phone. You got to have it in your pocket because you never know when I can come up with one.
You never
like
know.
you see.
It's true. Yeah, and my wife is at home when I'm not, and she was doing a good job making the reels while you were all living your lives around here in the daytime.
Yeah, that's
and she's
right,
doing
too.
really good doing that for a minute, and I'm probably have to get her back on that. Like, hey, if Uncle starts doing something, make sure, like, if it's something that would be good to film, just go ahead and do it, and maybe we'll edit it and post it later. Maybe we won't.
Yeah, because she can do that.
She does a fine job with that.
Yeah,
So maybe
I've noticed that.
Maybe we'll get
Mr.
back on
Sidekick.
that. Side Woman Kick does a great job with that. So maybe we'll start doing that again. So.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And there's so many opportunities out there, Uncle. I feel like we need to keep doing. Generally, let's keep doing that because it's easy. We keep our routine.
I have my routine. That's exactly my routine. You hit it on the head there, Sidekick.
What is it, Uncle?
It's the routine that I do for my podcast. On that, I do the foods, other things, and the talking as we're doing here. And what other things we'd ever do? Beyond
and
the VHS things, but we haven't played games on them yet. Recently,
yeah,
the games. That's all right.
We'll be back. We'll do more.
Because right now, I got my game board, and it's loaded of Vegas stuff. I'm hitting the Vegas in the back end. Boom, man, it's this Vegas thing. Ding, 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 ding. I'm winning money.
This is
the Buffaloes. I got 2 set of games of Buffaloes on it. It's in the back end of my iPad.
These are games you're playing on an iPad.
But I don't let him, son, play on that section. That's my section to play on.
Well, he
can play on the front side.
Does he play the games on your iPad, or does he just set them up? I thought he was just setting them up.
Well, he has been setting them up, yes. But if he, say he wanted to play the bowling, I let him play that. Oh. And those games. But,
all right.
But not the games, the Vegas games.
Yeah, I know that.
Those are my personal games.
Okay, that's fine.
That's how
honestly, I can't imagine he would want to play those games. He's got his own games that he plays.
Well, yeah, on it now.
And then he is tasked with setting up the game apps on your iPad.
Yeah, he does that.
I know he did that. And
I know he does that.
Yeah, that he dips in and plays a couple makes sense.
Yeah,
too.
well, the couple that I give him is bowling and whatever else he wants in the front of it. I got a lot of. I have double ones to put on the front, and I got too many of these Vegas things. They're showing in the front side. I said, wait, how do you get that one over in the back? And I'm pulling it over, but it's still one there and one in the back. But they know not to touch that one.
Only the whales are allowed to go those parts of the casino, Uncle. You gotta be a big spender to find all the real cool stuff in those places. They start showing you around when you start dropping the big money.
You should see how much. There's so many of those things, Vegas things, people have. And I didn't realize you could get that on an app, and you get free chips in the beginning.
Oh, free chips?
Yeah, free chips.
Tortilla chips?
No.
Because we make a food video out of it.
When you go on the machines.
Oh, those
chips.
know
those machines when you go into
those chips are good too for
that's
gambling.
what I'm talking about.
Okay, well that's good too. This is interesting as well because last week on the VHS Watch Party, we watched a Las Vegas video. Yeah. It's an hour-long weird tourism video that I'm not exactly sure why it was made, how it got distributed. My imagination tells me that it was produced by a local company. Well, actually, I know it was produced by a company in Vegas. I looked them up. They have a lot of other similar videos. They actually have a YouTube channel with a lot of their videos posted now. They're old stuff. Yeah. This was from the 90s, early 2000s. Early 2000s was a video we had. It seemed like it was a video that they made for general Vegas tourism. It looked like maybe the attractions that they put in it probably paid the production company to have them featured in it, and then it gets handed out to tourists on the streets in Vegas or handed out at somewhere. I don't know by who.
I always wondered how they did that.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're not allowed to sometimes copy them, and then you have this worrying about the Vegas now. They're gambling people.
Yes.
You understand? And I am surprised that one of those came out. Truthfully, because they show you how to play it and all that.
Well, yeah, it's definitely a video that they want you to see, and from what I assume, they want as many people to see it for free as possible, because then more people will go travel to Vegas, which appears to be the point of the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I would think like any copyright that's on it is just kind of like procedural and like, hey, we got copyright our stuff just because whatever, but obviously we want to put it out there and have it be seen. So we didn't get any. It wasn't like the Three Stooges situation on that.
No,
we were fine on this one. We were good.
I wasn't talking about that, yeah, but that about that, now that's really confusing. I went with of course the Three Stooges. Now that was a completely different thing.
Yeah,
but with the Vegas money, I'm surprised at it. That even came out on a drink party.
It's a weird production, and as I was saying, the company that made that made a lot of similar videos. It seems like they're making them at the behest of other companies too. I don't know the whole operation, but it's something that was clearly their niche. It was a niche production area for them in Vegas. I'm sure I could get to the bottom of it if I asked the right people, and I think I've been in circles with people that have actually worked on those productions before. I remember when I was doing PA work, somebody saying like, "Oh yeah, there's a lot of work in Vegas." But it's probably producing weird stuff like that, honestly, is what he was talking about. I don't remember what that was.
It had
about.
to be that. It had to be that, because if it was legal to put on a tape, and like we have been having these problems with these, but hey, it goes with their flow with these ones we have that don't have the problem.
Indeed.
I guess.
Yes, and once again, if you want to call, you may. 319-527-5016 or Skype, Charles.Ocelli. Type Chuck a message on Skype. He'll bring you on. Or call 319-527-5016. We're here live on the Ocelli Radio Network. Let's see what the Ocelli.com chat is up to. Doesn't look like a whole lot. I see Creative Accidents over there. He says, greetings from the Bahamas, friends. I'm drinking a Kalik beer, and people on the island have uncle cards and stickers on a sticker stop sign. Oh, look at this, uncle.
So he had my stickers and he's sending them out.
It's
very good there. That's what I want to hear.
The Bahamas.
The Bahamas. Now I'll get some audience from them.
Mm-hmm.
Have Chuck got any more stickers? I want to know. Chucky Ball.
Yeah, not lately. No, I haven't gotten any lately, but I'll need them for November again. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you got to send them out. I keep telling him.
Yes, you do.
I do, but you got to send it too. You know his address. So send a couple cards.
Okay, send a couple cards.
Well,
I mean,
cards to him.
It's exciting. They're in the Bahamas now. Creative Accents, the Street
Creamer. Street Creamer. He's top number one. If he gets my business, I'm calling him a top gun. But I still want to have him talk on the phone though.
That would be good.
Is the top gun on the Street Cream? That's for sure.
I know. That's just what I just said.
No beating him. No beating.
I tried on what I was saying.
We challenge anybody to beat them. It'd be great if they did, because then we'd really be having a strong street team going.
Yeah,
so
that would
give it a shot, everybody. We want to see your efforts. Post those online for us. We want to see that. Yeah. But yeah, Uncle, it sounds like Creative Accents is in a spot like Vin Diesel's always suggesting to go. Isn't that like the same sort of spot like he talks about?
Yes.
Right?
I still want to go to Bahama.
Yeah,
what does that call that place again?
Well, I think that's where Creative Accidents is.
He's at that place?
I don't know. Bahama sounds like it though. That's what he says at the end of like every one of those racing movies he's in.
Yeah,
right?
he's on the last one. He said he'd like to go there at the end of the movie.
Yeah,
it's in the Bahamas right now as we speak. So yeah,
very cool.
Well, I'm glad he sent out those cards out. I'm happy for that. So me get some people let's listen to the tape. Ding, and then we'll have them call them back.
Yeah, so any new Bahamanian listeners, we're happy to have you. Thank you. Please go back and listen to the archives of Uncle the Podcast.
Yeah, I have a load of them.
A lot.
Just put it on. You can listen to the old set.
You might want to go back to episode 1 even and see how we started.
Yeah, you can go to one to where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be a while, too, for y'all listening to that.
Yeah.
You know, I bet that if they requested it, you could do a little reggae punk mix on the Uncle New Year's Revolution this year.
Well, that's the sidekicks doing with the songs. That's his department. So you ask him.
The real simple basic breakdown, right? Little 4/4, the dink 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 dink. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The offbeat guitar, the buck, 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 like the sort of that sort of thing.
I might do a what is that guy called again? A Bahama song out of it. Trying to figure it out.
Well, Bob Marley's been advertised a lot lately because they put out a movie about his life and stuff.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Thought that about. But I mean, imagine Uncle trying to do some little improv reggae in the middle of a punk song.
It would be good. Yeah.
I have to figure out the angles and the words. That didn't take a while.
Yeah.
To me to study them, how we start in the beginning of them.
Yeah, Uncle, I think we're doing a really good job. As we were saying earlier in the episode, I think if we continue making these very easy to produce short videos, as we've been doing, just you making sandwiches and things like that, it seems like it's getting attention. As far as YouTube goes, we get additional subscribers when I post them. Not so much on Instagram; it works differently there, but we're gaining traction with them. So presumably, if we made enough of them, if we made one that hit big enough, we might be able to enter like a new sort of broader audience. We might be able to broaden our audience and start building and doing more.
Other countries.
Videos up on X too, or no?
Yes, this is going out on X right now, Chuck. We're streaming there, and it does quite well, the stream on X.
What's this X anyway? I've been trying to get on my phone. I can't figure it out.
Twitter. It's Twitter now. Twitter just is called X, and they changed the symbol.
Oh, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Twitter X. It's annoying because it has 2 names now. Twitter X, so that's annoying. But yes, it's Twitter, it's X. But
Twitter X.
For what it's worth, people seem to watch this stream. They seem to watch our Saturday streams a lot on there. Like either we're doing the video games or the VHS ones. We get pretty good view counts on those.
They listen to things?
They watch, they listen. Even they'll leave comments too sometimes. Not
have they
as
this
often.
past year? Past ones?
The past few, yeah. I even did a video game one where I was just playing an old Nintendo game solo. Every now and then I'll like do a show like that, and that got some pretty good traction. Our buddy Robbie Martin, I kind of sent it his way, and we got some interaction with him and some other people that were on his end. Got some comments there, so just little stuff like that can, the more of this you put out, the more you produce, the better off you are. Especially when it comes to live streaming. A lot of the live streaming model seems to be turn the live stream on, leave it running for like 6 hours, turn it off, come back the next day and do the same thing. Like the big time streamers do that. Well, we don't have the time to dedicate to do that, but I think if we do the right things and we stream for long enough times and it's the right thing, I think we'll find I think we're finding our audience, Uncle. We're working on it.
The live on X, they push certain things to the top. I'm wondering how you get to the top of the list. Because there's got to be a way to push Uncle into this thing. Because I see, there's Trump New York rally coverage. All right, fine. But
we know how that got there.
Pirate Radio, right? AHN News. Milligram and Stanford poison experiments. All right, I don't know what's going on here, but these are all live on X, and there's a way to get to the top of this. I wonder, how do we get Uncle to the top? Does he need a blue check mark?
Good question. We do not have one of those.
What? How do you get one of those?
Well, if you're me, my Franz simulation one I use personally, I just gave myself a blue check mark in the picture. And, that's I'm a real DIY kind of guy. So I was just like, hey, why don't I just take my profile picture, draw a little blue check mark on, and for me, that's good enough.
Yeah, the computer don't care, though.
Yeah, well, that's true. But I don't care about computers, so it works out for everybody. I think there's something to be said for that antagonistic, like, screw the system sort of thing that, of course, we're on the system, so it will likely reject us. But if you do it with some tact, you might be able to get somewhere with it. I don't know if that's the way we want to go about things on Uncle the Podcast, Uncle.
No, mine's a comedy show. And I want to keep it as that because people like comedy, I've noticed. And they're getting a lot of people.
Yeah.
So out of it. So.
Bit by bit, we're good in there, I think. I just feel it's like just a matter of the right... you never know when something's going to go viral, so to speak. And then can you keep the ball rolling after that? I don't know what that's like. But I think... I don't know. Let's just keep making these videos. Let's keep rocking and rolling, making better films, as they say.
Yeah.
See, I think you claim the blue check mark. I think it might be worth it for you to claim a blue check mark because there's more than one Uncle Something podcast.
That's true.
Good point.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there are a lot. There's a lot. And I have found when I do searches for Uncle, I'll type in Uncle Podcast. Sometimes I'll type in Uncle the Podcast even. And for some reason, our podcast doesn't always go to the top of the search results. I'm like, really? This is audacious.
Yeah, mine just did that, and that's what I'm saying. Now, what's funny is Creative Accidents sent me a message meantime showing me that on his Twitter X, Uncle the Podcast is toward the top. So he gets it right away, and for some reason, I don't. I had to really search it out, and I had to put the parentheses and all that stuff to go get you.
You mean Crazy Accidents got me on the top?
Well, this is the other...
That's why he's number one.
This is the other...
Weird. Uncle, see, he's on top of Crazy... Okay, it's on top of Crazy Accidents feed, right? But somebody else might go there, and it's not on the top of their feed.
Oh.
Like, for some reason, I guess I don't go to your Twitter account too often, so it's not super popular in my searches.
Exactly.
You can hit them if...
We're dealing with... The way the algorithm works is it does target specifically to the exact user.
Right.
So you can do so much, and yes, you can get the check marks and all that, and that definitely will help. But
what I noticed on the live, right? When I go on the desktop to X, right? I get X live, and it tells me a whole bunch of stuff available live right now. Okay, and Uncle is not on the top of my feed.
On your feed.
Yeah, there's 6 other things there. Like I just read some of them to you, the Trump thing and blah, 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 right?
Oh, yeah.
And you see 5 out of 6, because I got 6 listed, 5 out of 6 have blue check marks. So I have members or not. I'm not saying it does. I'm just saying I don't know.
Well, it does, Chuck, because that stuff that's completely unrelated to anything that should be in your algorithm, or it's probably tangentially, but it gets preferred because of the check mark, presumably, almost certainly. So you're right, Chuck. I mean, it would be worth doing all that. How's that even work these days? You pay for it? Is that it?
Yeah, you can do it for like $8 a month. So, to me, it was worth it because nobody was seeing my stuff. And so that's actually one of the bills I pay for the network now, is to have that out there because everybody was writing to me going, you don't say when you have a live broadcast. I'm like, I tweet every time. And I was tweeting every live broadcast, and every podcast that drops, automatically Spreaker puts out a release. You see them.
Yeah.
I know you see them, Aaron, because you'll up them once in a while. You'll give a like or whatever.
Yeah.
And you see your podcast comes out, right? As soon as you send me your show notes, I always put your podcast out. Well, but the thing is, people were saying to me, you're not putting out shows anymore. You're not putting out Aaron's show. And I'm like, I put out Aaron's show every week. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, he was off for a couple of weeks, and Uncle was off with him, so I don't have a show to put out. But whenever he does a show, I put it out. And they were like, no, you don't. And I was like, okay. So then I made him feed, and they were like, oh, okay, it's there. I'm like, yeah, you got to go to my page. And they're like, well, I'm not seeing it. It's not coming up. And your live show doesn't come up for me, which sucks because I like going to Twitter and finding live stuff. And a lot of people are using it for that. So I don't want you to miss out. I mean, you need to come up. I mean, it doesn't even have to be there every time, but if it's on the top sometimes, you're going to get random new people.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Now, Chuck,
you got to get the new people. That's
Chuck
the big
has
point.
a point here.
Yeah, that's the point I was thinking about. Got to get new people. That's when I got my attention. Because that will pull, like he said, pull it up if they see it. So
true.
that's the point I think he was mentioning.
Yeah, it might be worth paying for it on the Uncle account.
Could I do that?
Because it'd be
if
worth it.
If I could do that, I'll do that. If I could do that.
Well,
it's up to you there, accountant man.
You know what? Yeah, I am the accountant. Actually.
I know, that's right.
Actually, truth be told, I just got some grant money for the website.
Nice.
Yeah, a little bit, which for me, it's a lot, but it's not really a lot. But I could use it to dump into, hell, we'll just pay for the blue check mark on Uncle's Twitter X. I think because I have my own Twitter, you have yours. I think it would be better to put it to yours because yours is the account by which all of our live streams go through.
Let's just throw it over to mine then.
So like Chuck is saying, that will get suggested. Our live streams will be suggested to random people. They might watch it and then we could get new people.
Yeah, let's do it that way then.
That's what I'm saying.
Sidekick.
I know it's an investment, and who wants to put that in? You'd rather, buy Netflix or whatever. But the point is that $8, if you end up with, a couple of new listeners a month off of it,
it's worth it, isn't it?
If you don't like the way it's working out, just cancel it, right?
If you don't like it, cancel it.
I mean, believe me, they cut you off the second if you don't pay it, they cut you right off.
We cut you right off.
Yeah, I bet that they do.
Yeah, I found that out the hard way. So,
okay, but that might be worth even just as an experiment to see if we get more engagement. We get more people coming in.
That's the main thing. If we get more engagement people, I think that's what we need to do. But bring it over to mine then.
It's a combination of that and continuing to do as many of the streams as we can. This one, obviously, every Friday we're doing this, except Fridays that we're off, which are minimal. And then also the Saturdays doing those. And hell, I could even start doing streams where I play a stupid Nintendo game in the middle of the week when I'm tired as hell after work. Like, okay, I'll just jump on and play the Ninja Turtles Nintendo game and goof around. And why not? I'll make a stream out of it. Whatever. I'm too tired to do anything else. But it might work for a stream. I don't know.
And I got a request for live listeners. Okay, now I just turned around and tweeted just reposted and tweeted the broadcast link. Okay, the live broadcast link on X. Ooh. If you're on your computer or your phone, and especially if you have a blue check mark, but everybody who can, tweet the live broadcast, repost it. Let's see what happens, because I have a feeling that if we do that, it's going to get some brand new engagement.
Let's try it and give it a point. Let's try it.
I'll do it right now, Chuck. I have to find you first. Let's see here. I will retweet it.
And
there you are.
My account.
You go from your Fun Simulation account and go ahead and tweet Uncle, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, you're retweeting. I see. Yeah. So you retweeted the stream from Uncle. I will just do it on the Franz Simulation one. So we'll repost it right now as it's live. It looks like somebody else just did as I did it, so thank you, whoever did that.
There's another right. There we go.
I think you got something going. I think we can pull some new customers.
Press the button. Everybody, press the button. This is urgent. Go to X. Press the button at Uncle Podcast. Also, Ocelli. Do it through, what are you, at Ocelli Effect? Is that what you are?
Yeah, it's okay. Add Ocelli Effect. That's fine. But I'll tell you what else I'm going to do. I'm going to now we're going to try a real experiment here. I'm going to go over to YouTube. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm going to grab the live stream link from YouTube and I'm going to put it on Facebook. Now, I know a lot of our listeners don't use Facebook, but if you do, go ahead and take the YouTube stream and put it on Facebook. I guarantee you nobody will come from Facebook over to YouTube. But Twitter might work. Let's give it a try, though. Let's just get a handful. Even if a handful of us do it, let's give it a try. Because I think Meta is not going to allow it. It doesn't matter because it's YouTube. So you have to do Facebook Live to get that to work.
Got it.
Let's try
it's a conflict.
Okay, let's try these things, Sidekick.
We're doing it.
Let's get it going and let's see what happens.
These are great ideas.
Yeah.
While they're listening, do this and let's share it around and let's do the ads ourselves, right?
Right. Do it ourselves. Exactly.
You know what's funny is this is what most people who do all this stuff have been doing for like 10 years, and we're just now starting it, I feel like.
Yeah.
Is that what's going on?
I think that's it. Yep, that's it. It's just what's going on.
Right.
Because we're just realizing that.
My oldest child is going to be 25, right? And that's crazy to me. But she's going to be 25, and every time I tell her something like this, I go, "Oh yeah, you know what I did? I did this, and it's a brand new thing." She's like, "Dad, like what is this? Is this like 2010 calling me?" Like, oh, give me 2010. Everybody knows this, Dad. Come on. How far behind are you? Are you all right? Damn. Okay. Anyway,
tough.
I'm going to go Uncle the Podcast, though, on YouTube. So excuse me if it accidentally plays the link back to... No, it won't. Right? No, okay. All right, there's the live link. So I'm going to the live link, and I'm going to post it on Facebook on YouTube. So, whoops. Okay, see, it played back. Sorry about that.
So that means they didn't take it then, right?
It's taking.
Oh, it's taking.
It's taking it. I got it, but I accidentally played the audio back through to you guys. Sorry about that. But I see Count Pupper in the chat room, Bumline Bob. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Now, we're going to take this and we're going to stick it on Facebook. I think Bumline Bob might have Facebook.
Okay, cool.
But whoever has Facebook.
Yeah. And Bob is excited about the idea of a turtle stream. He's saying press a button. Thank you for your help, Bob, as always. We're going to have you back on the show very soon, and we'll have a drink. So
Yeah. We'll find out what drink you represent us to get.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to that. Thank you, every listener who is helping by reposting this. This is a good experiment, Chuck. I like
It's an experience night. Let's put it that way. Mm-hmm. This is an experience night that I'm putting together. That we're putting together, I should say.
A lot of buttons are being pressed. A lot of social media accounts. A lot of streams. The stream is healthy on Twitter X. The stream is healthy on YouTube. Let's repost those as much as we can. And also, anytime we do this show or anytime you see a stream, if you can repost it as it's going, much appreciated. This goes to the audience that's listening live or listening to the podcast. Anytime you can do this, it helps. It does. It seems stupid, but it does. It works. So thank you to anybody who does. And people have done this even without us asking. So big thanks to everybody who has ever done that. It's a lot of
Okay. Funny thing, two things. One, we may have a Skype caller joining. I'm checking on that now. Yes. Okay. We are going to have a Skype caller join shortly. Here's the other funny thing is that I just got to ask this weird question. Yeah, I'm Chuck Ocelli on Facebook. Okay. Real simple. Somebody, where are you on Facebook? Chuck Ocelli. Anyway, that's who I am on Facebook. So I just posted it there. But this is funny to me because we're watching this happen in real time. And I think this will be interesting to see what it is happens when we get that. Do you see any more Twitter engagement, Aaron?
Let me go to the use. Oh, wait a minute. Can I don't know if I have. Actually, I'll go over to the Uncle account and I'll see what's going on.
Account has it.
I'm going to add.
It looks like we have 5 reposts of the live stream of this show, which is very good.
My show, my feed has it.
To have it be reposted that many times is a good thing. So let's keep that going. If anybody else can do that on Twitter, @Uncle Podcast or @Ocelli Effect or anybody else who has reposted it, just repost that. That works too. So it's looking pretty good.
Now I'm adding in a Skype caller who has been on the show before, but I don't think has ever been a Skype caller. So here he is.
Let's see. Who is he then? Where are you from?
Who's this? Is this Uncle?
That's me. You caught him.
Hey, this is Bumline Bob here joining you guys.
Hey, Bubby!
Hey,
what do we got? What do we got? What do we got to drink? Any new drinks out there lately?
I had to join you. I was doing a live stream earlier tonight, and we were doing some of the Four Loko Jungle Juice.
Oh yeah, I know about that one. I heard about that one.
And then we also did the Joose Jungle Juice. So there is another Jungle Juice out there. Now, I don't know if that's in your guys' area.
Well, what is it named? Sidekick. You know
Juice.
what you have to do.
It's just called Joose?
Just Juice?
Joose. Juice.
Okay, that's
Jungle
what you have to
Juice.
find it.
I don't know if I've seen that one. It doesn't sound familiar.
It's not as readily available as the Four Loko is. I had to go out to your Aaron, your home state of Pennsylvania to get this one out here because it's more sporadic where you can find this one here. But me and my buddy Roadhouse here, we did a live stream tonight for my podcast, Bowling with Bobcat, and we were doing the Juice Jungle Juice, and then we did a comparison with the Four Loko Jungle Juice. So I had quite a few drinks tonight, so
nice.
That's the drink.
So, hey, that's why we're here. I said we were talking, we were chatting, and then you guys are still going. I told Chuck and I said, hey, I want to join in. I want to talk to the guys. Just see how it's going.
Oh, it's great to have you, Bob.
Yeah,
Thank you
good to
so
have you.
much. And those sound like exciting shows. We're going to have to check those out. We have to repost those, for goodness sake.
Yeah, post those.
Be sure to do that.
Yeah, you gotta it's all about posting everything these days. It's sharing, subscribe, all that fun stuff these days. We were just talking about, we're like you post this stuff and like algorithms and everything, and you're like, nobody sees this stuff. Like, you have a following and nobody sees this stuff until like a week later. And they're like, oh, you did a podcast? You're like, yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
They're not even on top. They're not on what it is. They're not on top of it. And they can't figure, what's this?
Mere subscriptions are not enough. You need the reposts. You need to do, it needs to be that something extra. It's crazy.
Exactly. That's why I wanted to hop in here with you guys, because I'll see, and I'm looking right now. I'm on the Joose website.
Give him the idea and know him where to go and find it. That's
what I'm going to see. I want to see.
That's your job.
Joose, Joose.
That's it. Juice. Plain juice.
Plain old juice. Spelled like it always has been spelled.
That's simple. Simple.
Drinkjuice.com.
So what flavor of juice did?
So this is the Jungle Juice.
Jungle Juice.
Jungle Juice. Okay. And that's the only flavor they have, or there's other different flavors?
There's others out there. There's a lot out there. They have a black cherry, a blue lemonade, a screwdriver, a black cherry, and a mango.
Oh, I like to try the mango and the blue butterfly, if we can get that. And if we can find it, I should say.
Indeed. I'll have to look for these.
Look for those two munchkin things. We're going to end up getting two kinds of stuff.
Maybe you could come back and we'll all have one of those.
I was gonna say, because I know I have another can of the Jungle Juice in the fridge here. Otherwise, I got to go out. I got to cross the border and go across the great state of Pennsylvania to find this stuff.
Yeah.
But
it's a great excuse to go somewhere that's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, Aaron, you know how much Pennsylvania is a lot of fun out there. So it's
know all about it. Yeah.
Can he?
Yeah.
If he finds it, can he send it to us?
Slick plug in there, because Aaron just slid a slide up on the live stream. It was like Bumline Bob, Bumming with Bobcat. Boom, just popped up all across the streams. Just so you know.
Yeah. I've got the Bumwine Bob graphic. That's just his webpage, ready to go at all times.
Yeah. He's ready. You never know. When will I show up? I don't know.
Yeah, just knocked it out.
We've been doing. I know we have been a little lax here. We did like those couple weeks in a row because we had a lot of stuff we were covering with the Jungle Juice of the Four Loko variation, and then the MD 2020 spiked, where I was with you guys, and then we've been kind of cruising the last month or so.
Yeah.
Trying to find another drink to cover. So We'll find another one. If it's not the Jungle Juice, we'll find something else that we will cover sooner rather than later.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's interesting. I've speaking of social media, the carryout that we mention almost every time we're with you, Bob, is the one that's got like this like sort of craft beers. It has craft beers from all over the world. It's got tons of stuff. They also have things like this pop up. I found the Jungle Juice, the Four Loko. There is where I got it. I've been following their social media, and I can tell they're making concerted effort, that carryout, to really push their social media. They've got like, these local influencers on there doing like little cameos and stuff like that. This is just for a carry out. So they're trying hard too. I'm not even kidding. It's crazy.
Holy shit.
Yeah, right? Like, who knew? Carryouts are in this world
I didn't
too.
know.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I post myself all the time trying to push it, but if they're doing that too, hey, kudos to those guys,
Yeah, they're definitely. They're paying those. It's female influencers that appear to be locals. I guarantee they paid them to do these spots on.
Oh well, you said it. Well, you said it was the females, right?
That's what I heard him say.
Yeah, that's why.
That's the
reason. The females.
That's right.
And not the three of us here.
Yeah, well, yeah. I get it. I wouldn't want to see us either. So
yeah.
Yeah, it opens your eyeballs when the ladies do it.
Yeah.
Are you going to step up to the counter with money, looking at your mug or looking at the Jägermeister girls? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's the template. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Me and my buddy Roadhouse, we were talking about the history of Joose, and we went back. I found this picture from like 2009 when they were doing like when they had like the malt beverage with the caffeine and all that stuff, like the original Four Lokos. And all the pictures have that hot girl, like the hot blonde, no top, but the hair's covering, her breasts. And we're like, oh, this is early 2000s marketing at its finest right here. This is what people want to see. They don't want to see me, Aaron, Uncle, or Chuck out there promoting this stuff.
They want to see women.
Exactly.
I know how it operates.
As hard as we try, we don't get quite as much as attention. But
no.
We're gonna keep trying anyway, because that's what we do.
Exactly. I'll keep drinking. I'll keep posting it. If you want to share it, great. If not, then oh well, whatever.
Our motto over here is we'll just keep drinking. And posting.
He's a drinker. Don't you understand? His nickname is called Bumwine Drinker.
The drinker, yes. Uncle called me the drinker, so that's why I'm here.
Right.
Okay, this is going to link to our Photoshop guy. What you got to do is grab Bumwine Bob's head, Aaron's head, and Uncle's heads and stick them all on some model bodies.
Oh God!
Oh shoot! Now you're getting like a.
Okay.
It's like women's bodies.
It's like that Aphex Twin music video, the window licker music video or something. Yeah. Yep. So anyway, this thing
that's why we have AI these days to do it all for us.
Yep. AI will just do these things without us even asking it to. It's just gonna happen. So it's like we get what we get when it comes to that here. So we'll see how that goes too. Should be a lot of fun. But yeah, Bob, great to have you here on the phone line, on the Skype line. We will have you back soon in an official capacity, and we'll drink something. We're gonna.
Yeah.
We've set our minds to
There's something to look for.
Mm-hmm.
He's telling you what to look for.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to Bumwine Bob. He's telling you where to go.
Yeah, that's why I'm a drinker. I got to pump on here and just keep Aaron on his toes and say,
There you go.
It's a month or two goes by, and it's like, hey, what are we doing? What are we?
Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back. So now I know I gotta find Joose. I will find some Joose, and in the meantime, I'll also look for whatever weird stuff that pops up.
Yeah, we'll keep trying, because I before this today, I was like, we need to figure out something else, because we had the Four Loko, we had the MD 2020, and then we were going
that in the fridge.
We were going back. We were like, we had a couple weeks. We were like, okay, we're going, and then it's like, all right, what's next? So I'll search too for something else different. Mm-hmm. If there's something readily available that's out there for everybody to try out and see. So we'll see.
Okay.
What I can find, I'll let you guys know.
Keep us in the loop, Bob. It's we need to know, and thank you for being here. Do you want to give any shout-outs? We're here at the end of the show. You want to give any shout-outs, Bob?
Yeah, I know. I mean,
Go ahead,
shout-outs. Hey, shout out to you guys out there for being here. And I'm coming in at the 11th hour here of just pumping in and saying, hey, I'm alive still. So, check out the podcast, Bowling with Bobcat, and I'll shout out myself and check out the YouTube channel. Because have you guys had the Manischewitz wine yet?
No.
Okay. Well, my buddy Roadhouse, who's the unofficial co-host of the podcast these days, when we hit 350 on YouTube, we're going to do a Manischewitz wine challenge.
Uh-oh.
And we're going to crack open a bottle of Manischewitz wine. And so give us a follow. If you're listening, if you like Aaron, Uncle, Cheap Booze, follow Bumwine Bob on the YouTubes, and you'll see that soon.
All right. Sounds great. Manischewitz challenge. We're looking forward to that one, Uncle.
Yeah.
Challenge.
That's going to be good. Yeah, it's a challenge. All right, great. Well, thanks again, Bob. We will be in touch. We will do another show soon. It's just a matter of what it will be, but we're already working on it.
We're searching. Yeah. We're searching. We're out there every day searching. I say we get searching the bottom shelf for what can we find, what can we drink here, and what can Uncle rate the highest for us.
I'm the one not doing the hiring. You're nearly getting the 10s, but you're not getting the 10s much there, sidekick.
No.
He's getting the 7s, the 8s, and sometimes the 9s, but I haven't seen him go over yet. I've been waiting.
I'm a conservative rater.
I know. I can see that.
That's what I am. Yeah.
He's got to wait. He's got to wait to see what's the best rankings. You don't want to just give out 9s and 10s willy-nilly to everybody and say, hey.
Well, if it tastes good, if
it's good,
for me, Yeah.
But it has to be real good to get 10. Yeah. That's where I'm coming from.
Oh, that's what you want then.
That's what I want. I want real good.
I see it now. I see what you're saying.
That's what I hope to. That's what I hope that I get when I open a can.
We have to start working on that more because I like to see this guy do a 10. I'll be shocked if he does a 10 if we have one. Yeah, if we have one come down the road.
I might have had 110. I think that Belgian beer was either 9.
Oh, yeah, that was one.
It's a 9 or a 10. Yeah, so that was good.
That was one.
So, yeah, it happens from time to time. So keep listening.
I'm just saying.
Better stay here. And, Bumwine Bob, follow him. Thank you, Bob, for being here.
Yes, thank you, guys.
We'll talk to you soon, man. Take care.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you. And then, Uncle, we're at the end of the show. Did you want to give a shout-out, too?
Well, just have everybody hopefully been listening tonight. It's been a wild one.
It's been a
Talking to the drinker.
Talking to the drinker, yeah.
That's my shout-out.
Shout-out to any would-be street cream people.
Oh,
just doing this reposting that we're talking about tonight, reposting on your social media, that's all it takes, honestly. That's all you can do. It does a lot.
And thanks going to your vacation and getting, hopefully, some new people.
Yes, thank you.
With that.
You're talking about Landers.
No. I'm talking about, what's his name, going on a vacation and sending out the cards.
Oh, you're talking about Crazy Accidents.
Crazy Accidents.
Thank you for
that and putting out cards for me.
And of course, Uncle, it goes without saying, thank you, Vin Diesel, for suggesting Creative Accidents to do that in the first place. So thank you.
Vin Diesel.
That was very helpful of you to do that. A big Hollywood actor to think about the street cream like that really means a lot to us.
Yes, I want to go visit at my place myself.
Yeah.
Let's go. Don't you?
Hey, it'd be,
You want to go, you can go with that, go with me.
Aruba, Jamaica.
Jamaica.
I want to take her.
I really do. I want to see that.
Kokomo.
Yeah, Kokomo. We're doing it. So, Uncle, this is the end of the show. We're UncleThePodcast.com, O'Chilly Radio Network, at Uncle Podcast, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Follow us, repost us, press a button. Why don't you bring us home for the week?
There's our show, 334 episode in the books. Bye-bye.